I'm from Exxon. Do you want to get a coffee to talk policy later?
Definitely not. I don't speak to fossil fuel lobbyists.
I heard you're not talking to fossil fuel lobbyists. Is that true?
It's true. I've signed the pledge to keep fossil fuels out of politics. I think more MEPs should be signing that pledge, and I'd encourage them to get on board.
We're here with 70 young Europeans who are concerned about the enormous influence of the corporate lobby in the European politics. Do you share their concerns?
Absolutely. I mean, I think Brussels is only second to Washington in the number of lobbyists that have influence over the decision-making process here. Very often you'll hear MEPs talk, and sounds very like the literature we get from fossil fuel industry or from corporate interests, and they parrot the messaging. Particularly at the moment, we hear a lot about simplification. Simplification is actually deregulation and rolling back all of the hard-won protections that we have. So when you hear MEPs talking about simplification, generally they've gotten their messaging from corporate interests.
How does it work? How do corporate lobbyists find their way into European politics?
Well, corporate lobbyists have a lot of access to these buildings with their badges, and one example, we held an event on fossil-free politics and encouraging MEPs to sign up to the pledge, and we had somebody just randomly show up at the event and talk about how it's not important who I work for, but just we'd like to talk about these issues. It turns out she works for the defence industry, and she's paid to hang around the institutions and find events that she thinks that she might be able to influence decision making.
What do you think the role of young people could be in countering this powerful yet dirty corporate lobby?
One, you need to vote. You need to identify the MEPs that represent your values and that give commitments that they want to kick fossil fuel lobbyists out of politics. And then just, work with organisations like yourselves to I suppose, reach out to MEPs and say, look, we're all watching you. We want you to represent us. We want a future, a planet that we can actually live in. And so get involved in politics at whatever level you feel comfortable in. But we need young voices in this institution.
Young Friends of Europe and Milieudefensie Jong made a youth manifesto in which we want to kick fossil fuel lobbyists out of politics and free up space for young people. Would you accept our youth manifesto?
Absolutely, you have my support 100%.
Thank you
so much.
Thank you very much.